This computer. Hey, hey! Oh my gosh, this is our first new coach call of the year, and I am so excited for all of you to be here. Just soak it in. Don't, this could be overwhelming for you, but I just want to say congrats on starting your business. And this call is to help with the overwhelm. You're not going to learn it all in this one call. This isn't like the end all be all, you're right, but this is a way for you to learn and really grow and use the chat box. Most of these women are new coaches or they've been on the team for less than a year. So we're all doing this together. We're all in this together. And we want to help you learn how to be your own boss babe. And I know we'll talk more about like social media. So that's kind of what these things are going to cover, just kind of the basics. And then we have the New Coach Academy that we have the group, the ongoing group, and that has more training videos and resources and things like that. So first of all, congrats on starting your business, getting started, and really your business revolves around one thing, and that's you working on your health and fitness goals first and sharing that with others, then helping others work on their goals and their health and fitness goals, their business goals, whatever it looks like for them with your tribe. So you will be creating your own tribe. You will be creating your own team. Although we are a team together and a community together, know that is a goal for you. But don't feel like you have to start there. That's why we're starting here. And one other thing before we get started, I heard somewhere that there is a sign up date and a start date. So if you have been a coach for a few months and this is your first new coach call, that's amazing. You're starting, and that's what matters most. So don't get hung up on like, oh, I signed up maybe a few months ago or last month or 2 weeks ago and I haven't done much. That's okay. It's not about that. So just start. I think it might be the next slide. By the way, like if you can tell, we're human. We're learning as we're going. So don't feel like we always have it together. My plan was to work out before this call. Didn't happen, and that's okay.
Emma and I never have it together.
Like we're doing it as we go, and that's the best part. Is that's how you can do this. So, okay, I think it's still me. So this business won't work unless you do. Another great quote. Making sure you're putting in the work. So before we begin, have a pen or your phone if you want to use notes, a notebook, calendar, planner. Fail to plan, plan to fail. I actually did a team call on this last week and kind of how we plan things out.
Yeah, and I also want to add, you guys, like I have so many notebooks filled with notes, and I have different ones. So like they're actually labeled because I have one for Summit and I only write in that one for Summit. I have one for Super Saturdays that I only write in for Super Saturdays. And I have one for team calls that I only like jot notes for team calls. So maybe grab like 2 or 3 notebooks and label them so that you know where everything is and you're staying organized too. That was like one of the biggest things that I was like, okay, I need to get organized and this is how I'm going to do it. So just a side note.
I have multiple as well, just a side note. Because like Abby said, it's nice to have different areas so that you can just go right to it. Okay, so this is our team page. All of you should be a part of it. If you're not, you will be. And your coach will add you and send them your welcome. So if you haven't already, the introduction. So I want to just kind of go over what this is. So the files right here on the left side, this little toggle bar is going to really help. This has all resources. There's photos. You can go to photos so you can see what people have posted. There's this search group, like search this group. You can use the search bar to type anything. So say someone, for example, wants to know about Energize being pregnant. You could type in Energize pregnancy and then see if the conversation has popped up in the group. Or someone has celiac and they want to drink Shakeology to help. Those sort of things. So that way you can look up old conversations, old posts, and things like that. There are, right here, down here below that are shortcuts. So you see like the New Coach Academy, just pages that are linked. So like our ongoing group, our another community page that we're going to talk about a little bit more right after this is linked. So there's some specific groups that are linked, and I do switch, or I do add things. So like I'll link our T20 test group in there, or our Rise Up test group, and that way you guys can kind of all see where everything is. And this is great for you to learn as well. So when you start your own team page, you can use and utilize these resources, but that's down the road. And then of course our team call every Sunday night, 5 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. And sometimes the times are changed, so just know we make an event, we post in the team pages when it's happening. We really try to help you guys know and be alerted on when things are changing and when things are going on. But most of the time it's 5 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And then something new we started doing this year, which I'm super excited for. So these are other leaders in our community, in our team, and not necessarily a part of our downline, but in our bigger downline, if that makes sense. And so this is Lauren Rasmussen, Alexis Doss, Danielle it's Danielle Lewis now, right? Yeah, she just got married. And then Gabby and me. And so what we wanted to do is create like a upline team page. So this would be like an upline group where you can hear other ideas from other leaders, get other resources. You can post in here if you have an idea that's working or something's really working for you. We run power hours every single day. So if you don't know what a power hour is, it's basically a time you get on Zoom like this, you're muted. Usually when I'm leading them, I say, hey, what are you working on? And then check in when you get off so that you can say what you got done. But we're not talking on it. It's solely for accountability, for us to get through an hour of work. If that's all because sometimes an hour is all you have in a day to answer messages, to do the things that you want to do. And that's okay. I want you to know that it's okay to do this in an hour a day. When I first got started, that's all the time that I had. So there's the announcements right here. We have created a video, so anyone's welcome to be a part of this. So be a part of this, watch the welcome video. We kind of talk about our goals. It's cool because you get to hear their stories. So Lauren's been a coach for about 2 years. Alexis has been a coach for a little bit over, she's just 6 years now. So she's been a coach a little bit longer than me. Danielle has been a coach for about 2 years as well. And Gabby has been a coach for a year. And there's me. So it's great because you get different people and different ideas and things like that. Turn the notifications on. That's with any group that's important, which would be like the team page and this page and your challenge group. That way you're getting the notifications. Don't let notifications run your life, but it's important that you are at least checking your notifications once a day. I have to, or I'll miss posts. I encourage my challengers to tag me in posts, so I want to make sure that I can see them. Again, files, there's going to be more resources in here because they're from everyone, and everyone does things a little bit different. That's the best part. You can be successful and do things completely different than someone else or your coach or whatever. That's great. And then of course, the more there's, always stuff. So feel free to use this page. This is our first really month of having it open. So it's starting to get active. I ran a power hour yesterday, and then another coach posted she was doing one last night, and so it's just really great to have different opportunities to meet other people on our network, in our network as well. So and all of us will be at Summit. So if you're going to Summit, hey, we'll get to all hang out.
Summit is so fun. I love Summit. Okay. So where should you be focusing your time? Because I love this topic because when I first started, I remember, I don't know who I asked, but I was like, I feel like I'm doing all the right things. And one of the girls said to me, well, where are you focusing your time? What are you doing? What are you doing? You're not, your income producing activities. And I was like, well, what is that? And your income producing activities are your 4 vital behaviors. These are the things that are going to produce income. If you do these are the 4 vital behaviors is what every single top coach that you see on social media that are making, creating the life for their family and for themselves. This is what they are doing. Okay. They live and breathe the 4 vital behaviors. So what are they? Number one, and I just want to add that Beachbody just changed the four. They didn't change them, but they kind of tweaked them a little. And so I wanted to put them on here because now there's a goal and then kind of how you should accomplish that goal. So number one is be proof the products work. What does that mean? So your goal is to attain and sustain a healthy lifestyle for yourself that also inspires others. How do you do that? Complete a fitness program from start to finish and use Beachbody Nutrition and Solutions daily. So definitely go into the program. Look at the program materials. Look at the starter guide. Understand how the program works. If you're doing the program, make sure you're doing the things that Beachbody has set up for you to create a healthy and sustainable health and fitness for yourself. Because how are you going to help and inspire someone else when you have no idea how the program works? You have no idea how the nutrition works. You have no idea how Shakeology makes you feel if you're not drinking Shakeology. If you want to be a coach and you are not drinking Shakeology, you're doing it wrong, okay? Because Shakeology is a huge part of our income. If you get people to believe in the product, like for me, like I drink Shakeology every day, but I mean, have I lately? No. And I know that it is, I'm not feeling the best that I can feel because I'm not drinking it because of life, okay? So make sure that you're doing those things. Like I don't talk about Shakeology unless I'm drinking it, because that's not me. I'm not going to go out to someone and be like, oh, drink this shake. It's amazing. But here I am not drinking it. I would never do that. Share success with this lifestyle, showing how you've incorporated Beachbody products into it. So be proof that the products work. That's how you're going to get people to trust you. That's how you're going to get people to want to get into your circle and be like, what the heck is in that cup? Like for me, you guys, everyone knows that I talk about Energize like it's crack. Like everyone's like, okay, I need this princess juice. It's so funny because I changed it to unicorn crack and people are still asking me about princess juice. And I'm just like, here's the link, okay? Like, because they know I live and breathe Energize because I talk about it all the time. So that's what you need to do with Shakeology also, is talk about it. This is my go-go superfoods or whatever it is. Create a fun and, I don't know, trendy name for your superfoods. That is my goal for this year. So be proof the products work. Number 2 is connect, invite, and follow up. Before this was invite, and now they change it to connect, invite, and follow up because it is very important to connect with people first, then invite them and follow up with them. So your goal is to help at least 3 new clients every month with Beachbody Solution, which is following the Success Club system. Use your daily activity tracker. If you need a daily activity tracker and you don't know what that is, there are, I think I have them here. I don't know. I thought I had them here.
In the files in the team page also.
Oh, it's actually right here. I knew I had it up. This is one that you can find if you go to, and you can write this down, if you go to Beachbody FAQ, literally, you guys, I'm going to go over this later, but in Google, Beachbody FAQ and search business activity tracker. You can go on the team page and go on the search engine on the team page, business activity tracker, go in the files tab. There's different ones. So this is one of them. And it has, Thursday, I drank my shake, I worked out, I read my personal development, and I started 3 new conversations. This is your business activity tracker. You could print a bunch of these, and there's different ones. Like I said, on the team page, and you just have to search for it. I don't know where my slides went. Now this is what happens. Okay. Always have a group that you can invite someone to join. Meaning if you are in Emma's challenge group, then that is her self-love challenge group. If you're in my challenge group, that means you're in the Rise Up Community Girl Gang challenge group. And so you, as a new coach, are more than welcome to invite people, and I encourage you to invite people to those challenge groups, okay? And we're going to go over that in a second, so you know exactly your part in a challenge group. And try and enroll at least 1 new coach each month. I don't recommend you enrolling a coach until you have completed your training, okay? Do not do that until you've completed your training. I did not add any new coaches until I completed the New Coach Academy completely, and plus did other training that I did by myself on YouTube. And I looked up, how to run a challenge group, how to do this, how to do that. I Googled and YouTubed the shit out of everything until I felt comfortable adding coaches, because I get coaches in my DMs all the time, and so does Emma, saying, my coach left and she doesn't really coach anymore. And I never want to be that coach. I never want to be that coach where my coaches say, okay, well, my coach isn't really doing anything. So I want to make sure that I'm being the coach that I promised my coaches I was going to mentor and do for them. So if you don't feel comfortable doing that, don't do it until you feel comfortable. Number 3, get people results. So your goal is to fulfill the Beachbody mission for yourself and your customers while mentoring coaches to do the same. Okay. So create results for yourself first. Commit to be in the business a year from now. Okay. Not like 6 months or like maybe this will work. Like if you're on this call, then commit to it. Develop a compelling vision and purpose for your business. That was one of my number one things, is like just now I started thinking, okay, like my team is Rise Up Dynasty. I want my challenge group to be Rise Up Community. This is a brand I'm making for myself. I didn't start thinking about this until I actually started thinking like, dang, Gabby, like you can have this for yourself. You can have this vision and you can have this, and you don't have to be a bartender for the rest of your life. And I sincerely enjoy and love helping others. So create a vision and purpose for yourself. Be proactive in finding solutions and find joy in coaching and having fun. If you're honestly dreading it, then you're doing it wrong. Like, I'm sorry. You should have fun with it every single day. Create results for your customers, run effective challenge groups, provide great customer service, recognize and celebrate achievements. And also just know that you're human. We're all not perfect. And, like sometimes like you'll have customers be like, texting you at late times or when you're at work and stuff like that. Don't feel like you have to reply right away. You reply when you can. Remember, this is a business. Treat it like a business. You have business hours and you also have a family and you also have a job. Either it's a 9 to 5 or whatever. So you have to create business hours for yourself and make sure that your customers and your coaches know that these are your business hours. Okay. Because I work at a restaurant and I work 4 to maybe midnight, 1 o'clock in the morning sometimes. And people will text me half the time. Emma will text me and I'm like, I'm so sorry. I'm reading this at 1 in the morning, and people just have to understand. Okay. So create business hours for yourself. Recognize and celebrate achievement, and create results for your coaches as well. Assist them. I'm really not going to go over that too much because I want you guys to kind of focus on yourself and your customers first as new coaches. And the 4 vital behaviors are on the FAQ, so you can look it up. Number 3 is to do personal development. Your goal is to grow your potential, to increase confidence and improve your skill sets. I never read personal development until I started coaching, and it was a complete game changer for my life. Like, I'm telling you, complete game changer. Do at least 20 minutes of personal development every single day. When you're in the shower, when you're folding laundry, when you're cooking dinner, when you're in the car, like, forget the radio. You don't need that. Like, put in personal development, put in a podcast, listen to that, and attend all events that you can. Super Saturday, I don't know, events local or something like that. Definitely Summit, because these are all things that could help and your growth and your mindset as a coach and as a business boss babe. Okay. I'm telling you right now, it's really hard to do this business without personal development. You need it to boost your confidence. And like, you guys might think like, okay, Gabby like has, she's so confident, she's so strong, but like, I wouldn't be this way without personal development. So trust me when I say that the reason that I am able to move my business and to be so strong through everything that I'm going through is because of it. So trust me. Did I miss one? No, I just didn't change it.
Yeah.
I was like, what? Oh my God. Anyway, here we go. You're up.
Okay, perfect. No, that was awesome. Can you go up again really quick? There was one thing I wanted to say about, oh yeah. When I first started with the invite number 2, I actually, for myself, changed it to connect, connect, connect. So that's another thing. Like I said, like really make it your own. And don't, like she said, if you feel like dreading it, you're doing it wrong. Like you don't want to feel icky when you're talking to people. You don't want to feel that way. So feel good about it. Okay, you can go back down. Sorry. I think there was one other thing I wanted to say, but I totally spaced. Okay, so Life Changers Club. Okay, so this is a way to help you benchmark your business. So with any business, any corporate job, at a restaurant, anything, you're going to have a goal, right? A restaurant's going to want to meet a goal of selling a certain amount of food every night. Or I bet you Amazon has goals, right? So this is a way that Beachbody has allowed us to benchmark how our business is growing. So when I first started, my intention was not to build a business. My intention was to get a discount on Shakeology if I even liked it, and then possibly return it with a 30-day money back guarantee. Because I had not tried Shakeology before, but I had completed a program and fell in love with the community and the workouts and the convenience, because I was a mom and going to school and working 2 jobs when I got started. So that's another thing. Like, don't compare your chapter 1 to someone's chapter 20. You may see me have more time to work on my business because this is my full-time income. This is what I do full-time. It was not always like that. So this is what's helped me make this a full-time business. And again, if you're going to treat it like a hobby, it's going to pay you like a hobby. If you treat it like a business, it's going to pay you like a business. But it takes time with anything. So help at least 3 people a month with a bundle pack or challenge pack or whatever you want to call it. That is, or Shakeology. So that is 2 Success Club points. Okay. So every single thing is 2 Success Club points, except you only get points for bundle packs and challenge packs or a Shakeology on HD. Okay. So you won't get a point for like just Energize or just Recover or anything, and you'll still get the commission, which is still growing your business, and that's totally fine. But this is also helping you know you've helped 3 people get like their starter pack to change their life using these tools. So like I said, each challenge pack or Shakeology HD order, and by HD, I mean home direct. What that means is it'll get shipped out to them the same day the following month that they got started the previous month. Now they should update or like message them and say, hey, your Shakeology is renewing. But I let them know that that's what's going to happen. And then they can decide whether they want to postpone it, skip a month, change their flavor. A lot of times people want to try one flavor 1 month and then they like it or they want to try something new. That was me. So it gives them an option to do that. You earn a minimum of $40 every bundle pack that is sold that you've helped with someone. So think about that. If you're helping 3 people a month and that's $40, you're paying for your Shakeology with that. So you're making your money back. You're not like, you're able to now give back to your family in a way by taking away an expense that you know is going to benefit you and your family for the rest of your life. You need 90 PV every single month to qualify for Shakeology. So if you are investing in Shakeology every month, you don't have to worry about that. And then again, there's different ways. So Success Club 5, I know it might sound weird. So a few months, this is what I wanted to say. Beachbody's always listening. They have what they call a coach advisory board. So there's coaches that are a part of a board that work with corporate to help them give ideas of what's going to help our coaches best in the network. Because corporate's not doing the things that we're doing because we're the ones that are on social media. We're the ones that are building, they're doing things to help us, right? And so they actually changed that Shakeology was 2 points. It used to just be 1. So that's why you may see Success Club 5 because it goes up to 5, but really in your back office, you'll normally see 6. And then Success Club 10 is helping 5 people. So I will tell you, for me personally, I'll just give you a little background. So when I first started, I finished my 60-day program. It was Brazil butt lift, shake your boom boom. And so I posted my before and after, and I helped my first month of Success Club, I hit Success Club 14. So I helped 7 new people my first month, but that wasn't my first time working out. That was my 3 months in, and then I joined as a coach with T25 Bundle Pack. So for me, when I first started, I decided that I wanted to help 5 people a month, because if I was going to build this business and I was truly passionate about helping people, why couldn't I? What made me different than anyone else? Nothing. It was just the amount of talking to people and getting to know people and being okay with failing forward and getting outside my comfort zone. But like I said, I believe in it wholeheartedly. I talk to a wall about Beachbody, so it's like I feel so confident and comfortable now because of the experiences and the amount of workouts that I have completed. So again, it takes time, but just know Beachbody's always listening to us. They're always helping us. And when I mean Beachbody, I mean the corporate side. And they always are wanting to help us become better. That's why they changed the vital behaviors, because they listened to us. Many people did not like the invite term, and things like that. So I just want you to know you are heard. We are all heard. And that's a really, really cool thing when you're running a business, to be heard, right? I think sometimes at our businesses or at our works, we're not always heard. We're not always recognized for the hard work that we do. And I think that's really cool. They also recognize us it's like a quarterly thing now. So if you help 3 people for the first 3 months, they're going to send you, I just got the email, I should pull it up. I think it's like a shirt, and then it goes to like a bag and so forth. Okay. And then I'll go down to the next slide because I'll talk about
this. I just want to add something really quick.
Go for it.
As a new coach, because I've been, obviously, like Emma was a new coach, obviously, just like you guys.
A while ago.
I did not know, like Emma didn't know any of this either. I didn't know any of this. And there's been so many times where I've hit qualifications or like success. I won't be like, wait, Gabby, like you hit success call. And I'm like, wait, what? Or Gabby, like you hit a fast start bonus. And I'm like, wait, what? Until you hit these things, like you're not gonna, it's gonna be hard to understand. Like I did not understand what Success Club meant. And here I am about to go on a Success Club trip. Like that Beachbody like gifted me because of my hard work. So these are the things that you have to look forward to. If you put in the work and you do the work and you help people and you stay focused on the mission and the purpose and the goal, you will be rewarded. They always take care of you. That's why I chose this business to stick with. And that's why I live and breathe it, because if you take care of other people and you take care of yourself, they will take care of you. Okay. So I just want to say that. And be patient. This is not an overnight business. So if you're going to come to me or Emma in like 6 months and be like, it's not working, I want to be like, yeah, you're right, because you've only been in it for 6 months and you haven't done A, B, and C. Just saying. You guys, you should know me. I'm Truth Bombs, and I just had to put that out there.
And that's a goal of mine, to be more truth bombing and more tough love, because I don't want to do anyone a disservice. And I would want someone to tell me the truth and tell me what's going to help me in my business. And I hope that you're okay with that as well. So what Gabby was talking about is this. So I have earned a trip every single year as a coach. Now, my first year was kind of wonky. So I got onto the wait list. I ended up getting off of the wait list, which I didn't think was going to happen. And literally, I was so amazed by the amount of time, effort, energy they put into these trips. Like, we don't have to pay for anything when we get there, like nothing. Because you're helping 3 people every month or more, you are eligible for this. So they've changed it now. When I first got started, anyone could put in a deposit and then work their way to get there. Now you have to be invited, because Beachbody has expanded so much. So this year they're going on a cruise, the biggest cruise ship. They rented out the whole thing. I'm really bummed that I can't go, but I'm going to be way too pregnant. I'm like due 2 weeks after. So cruise ship would not let me get on. And that's okay. I was also pregnant for the last cruise, so I missed it, but I earned it. I have been to Mexico, Dominican Republic, and then back to Mexico at all-inclusive resorts. Every time I've gone, you can bring your kids if you want. You could bring family members, but you get to bring one person for free with you. After that, I only think it's like $50 to add a person, especially like with kids and stuff. So again, if you're helping 3 people a month, you will get off of the wait list. I told Gabby, because Gabby was like, do you really think I'm going to get off the wait list? I think she was like number like 6,000 or something, maybe a few months ago. And I was like, yes, you will, because things happen. Hence, I had to cancel. I got pregnant. Like trips come up for other people, family events come up, things like that. So just know that the hard work you're putting in pays off. And I'm just so excited for Gabby to have her first experience and I'm bummed that I can't be there, but you know what? She's going to be able to meet like Lauren Rasmussen. I guess we met at Summit, but anyways, you meet these people that we talk to online all the time.
And you also earn trip dollars too. So
yes.
Not the trip, you earn 5, or like, I'm just for example, you earn in trip dollars, or if you hit Success Club 10 every month, you earn 10 trip dollars. So like I accumulated over the time span about $1,000 in trip dollars. So that went towards like upgrading our stateroom in the cruise to a balcony view. So you understand what I'm saying? So you earn trip dollars as well as qualifying for a trip. So I actually, because you get to bring someone, and I had a +1 and changed my +1 to my coach, Ashley, because she's one of my hardworking coaches. So, you know, I'm bringing her. So it's a lot of fun. And I'm sad Emma can't go, but.
I know. Well, and that brought up a great point. This month is double trip dollars. So however many people you help, you actually get double the amount of money to go towards 2020. And we will learn where we're going next weekend at Super Saturday, and we'll talk about Super Saturday. And then also one other thing that I forgot to mention is if you help 3 people your first 3 months as a coach, you get your or you earn your ticket to Summit, which is what we've been talking about, which is our annual Beachbody event where all the coaches come together. We learn, we party, we don't sleep, and we have so much fun. And again, kids can come if your significant other, whatever, you can make this a whole family thing. And I wanted to just note on that. So say you got started last month as a coach, you signed up at the very end and you're like, oh, fuck, sorry if there's kids. Oh shoot, I didn't help 3 people last month. That's okay. January is going to start as your very first month. So January, February, March will be your month. And I believe, I need to double check on this and I will double check. I believe this month is the last month to earn your Summit ticket for free for this year. So if you start next month, you will still earn your Summit ticket, but they will apply it for the following year. I think it just has to do with like, when their time comes and like how they have to do those things. So I believe this month, next month, and March will still qualify you for earning your ticket for this year. I will say this is what I did because I was not in a financial place to make it to Vegas on my own and pay for a hotel and all this. So I linked up with 4 other girls. I didn't have to pay much for my hotel. I only really brought money for food. And then I had my Coach Summit ticket for free. So I knew it was going to make my business what it is, and it has, and it's paid me off tenfold. So you are making investments. Another thing, these are tax write-offs. So like your plane ticket becomes a tax write-off, like everything becomes a tax write-off. Okay, that's over exaggeration, but you get what I'm saying. So it does help you in the long run as well with tax write-offs and goes back into your business. It's great. Oh, is this me as well? Yes, it is, I think. Sorry, I'm totally not even looking at the, the sheet. Okay, so this is just something we want you guys to be familiar with. Like Abby said, work on yourself, help challengers. I believe amazing coaches come from loving and falling in love with helping themselves first. Not saying that that's always the case. Like Gabby signed up as a coach and was not a part of my challenger at first. But I also wanted to say, this is another thing that came to mind. When she did sign up, she worked on herself for 3 months. She signed up in October. And then January of last year came around and she started 80 Day and she went all in. So again, like I said, there's a start date and an official start date, like there are a sign up date and a start date. So don't beat yourself up again. So Emerald and Diamond rank, these are again benchmarks to help you grow your business, to know the potential that you have. So Emerald is the first step to unlocking your business. This is when residual income starts to come into play. This is when your team cycle bonuses start to accumulate. You have what is called like a volume bank. So like AT&T or another network have like the rollover minutes. Your volume will roll over. Again, doing these things is gonna make more sense. I did not understand volume. I did not understand any of this for a good 6 months until like after I heard about it, right? So I had to watch many videos on YouTube, like YouTube and Google is going to be your best friend. Again, the resources and the trainings and stuff, but there's so many resources from other leaders that explain these things that are awesome. So Emerald is you, and then you help 2 people with this business. They have to be active, and that unlocks your business to being Emerald. This also allows you to get what are called leads. So anyone that goes onto Beachbody.com or Team Beachbody and say they get Shakeology, they order Shakeology or they order a bundle pack or whatever, and they don't have a coach. Beachbody wants to make sure everyone is set up with success, so they hook you up with a free coach. So you will get notifications of you having a new customer, and you might be like, I don't know who this is. Well, that's because Beachbody just gave you a customer. You won't get the commission the very first time unless they've ordered Shakeology, but every time after that, you do get the commission from their orders. So anytime I have a new coach lead, or sorry, you do also get coach leads, but that doesn't happen as often as customer leads. Every time I get a customer lead, I send them an email. If they have a phone number, I will shoot them a text. I just do what I feel like is going to be best for them. And I feel like not everyone is always on their email unless they work and need to be on their email. Most people are texting, Instagramming, whatever. And I send them like my Instagram profile and Facebook so they don't think that I'm like a stranger. And then Diamond rank is not the next rank. So it goes Emerald, Ruby, which is what Gabby is. Most people skip over that, but some don't, and that's okay. So Emerald rank, your team cycle bonuses is $14 a cycle. I'm just saying this, you don't have to know this, but I'm just putting it out there for you guys. Ruby goes to $16 a cycle, and then Diamond goes to $18 a cycle. It stops at $18, but trust me, it definitely adds up.
There is a video in New Coach Training Academy. It explains exactly how team cycle bonus.
Corny.
Yeah, I love this guy. I want you guys to know, during those 3 months of working on myself, and when January hit, like Emma was talking about, I did the New Coach Academy 3 times. I went through each lesson 3 times because I, again, wanted to make sure I understood what I was doing. It's a business. It's like going to school and getting a degree. How serious are you going to take it, right? So I watched that video. I still watch that video because, listen, like Emma will text me about volume and I'm like, I have no idea what you're talking about. So like you have to watch these videos. Go on YouTube and Google Beachbody team volume and like watch different videos to help you understand. Okay. I just wanted to put that out there because, you know, I didn't understand. And there are different ranks, and I'm actually glad I hit Ruby because although I hit Ruby under my ex-husband and whatever, I I hit Ruby and I got the little certificate. So now I have Emerald certificate. I have the Ruby certificate. And so now I'm actually glad I hit Ruby, because I don't want to do this by just rushing into getting to Diamond. I want to make sure I'm doing it the way that, I'm working hard for it. You know what I mean? So just go at your own pace. It's very doable in 90 days, just so you know, but I didn't do it and neither did Emma. So just,
I hit Emerald, I think 3 months after I was a coach, and then I hit Diamond 8 months after. The thing that really hit home for me was my first Super Saturday. And again, we're going to talk about Super Saturdays, but that's really the moment where I was like, I saw this mom talking with 2 kids on her hip. She was a military wife, and I was like, shoot, I can do this too. So that's another reason why getting to events are great, because you get really inspired. Did I miss anything else on that?
no, I also, you guys write this down really quick if you have a planner somewhere, because we're going to be doing an Emerald push calls. It's kind of like an Emerald in 24 hours type thing, just so you kind of understand how to get to Emeralds and how to reach that first rank. And because there's more in depth to it, we were doing them last year, and we wanted last year. We said, Emma and I got in the one-on-one call, and we're like, we'll wait till February. So February 11th on Tuesday is going to be our first Emerald push call. Of course, they're like children. So just mark that down. I'm pretty sure it's going to be at 8 or 8:30 Eastern Standard Time. But just make sure you write that down. February 11th is our first push call. So yeah, so you can understand how to do all this. So like right now your goal is to get the training done, and by then you can have the Emerald push call and understand how to, do everything. So I wanted to put that out there because I forgot to put it on here.
No, great. That's awesome.
This is actually me anyway. So, okay. Let me find my notes. Okay. So this is how to basically like ask people to join your challenge group. Okay. You see me do it. You see Emma do it. These are called call to actions. So if you ever see Emma and I talk about, hey, did you post your CTA? Your CTA is your call to actions, which means that, yeah, are you posting your workouts on your stories? Are you talking about how Shakeology makes you feel? Are you, doing, posting or sharing on your stories, how to, you're cooking or whatever you're doing, right? That's great, because you're getting people, you're planting seeds, you're getting people like in the loop of what you're doing and stuff like that. But also you need to do a call to action, like, hey, like Brittany is one of Emma's coaches, and she posted this like 2016, I think it is, 17. Rock your resolutions with me. So she went on and on and talked about, like I had always thought that of going to the gym. I would talk about it, and maybe I was brave. I would go and check it out and get some paperwork for the membership. I was planning to go every single day, and then reality would set in. Just like everybody that goes to the gym, it's like packed for like 2 months, and then it's not. Okay, so she's talking about her personal story, how she related to getting these New Year's resolutions every year, setting them, and then not sticking to them. And so she puts here, what if I told you that you don't have to leave your home and you get access to enough programs to get you through an entire year, and you wouldn't have to pay monthly for a membership? Because Beachbody On Demand is $100 for the entire year, when there's gym memberships for the year is maybe over $1,000, okay? Your own personal trainer, support groups, unlimited recipes, and even a cooking show that you could stream online that would not only show you how to stock your kitchen, but how to prep your food. She's hitting needs that are like, I want to go to the gym, I want to get my New Year's resolutions, but I don't have daycare or whatever for my kids, right? And not only did she posted starts January 1st. Now, I don't really recommend putting words on your pictures, because just for me, people don't, they scroll by them. Like, that's just the way Instagram is working nowadays. Like, people scroll by them. If you're gonna do a call to action photo, make sure it's bright, you know, it's trendy. It's, you know, I don't want to, you know, still be yourself, but like for me, call to actions, I'm holding my step and I'm like looking at my step or like doing different things, or I'm posting a before and after. And also she posted this, but then also posted this too, and used other people's pictures. So you don't have to just, if you don't have a before and after yet, you can use other people's before and afters. I use them all the time with people in our I go in the challenge group and look up before and after, and I'm pretty sure you can find a ton of before and after pictures of people in the challenge group that have posted them in there. And she says, and guess what? To be a part of the coach test group, she's talking about 80-day obsession. Blah, blah, blah. She's just talking about it. And she said, think of how fantastic we will feel when we can rock our swimsuits. Feel proud and dedicate and of our dedication and we've accomplished and set the example for our families. So she's hitting so many like zones in people's hearts and, you know, just talking about it. And, you know, she says here in 80 days, so it's an 80-day program. So this is how you could talk about Transform 20 minutes a day. Everyone has 20 minutes a day. If you don't, like, I'm sorry, what are you doing with your life? But I'm a very open person. Like the other day I posted like the reason that you don't stick to your New Year's resolutions is because you don't know how to set New Year's resolutions. You don't know how to set, you're really crappy at setting goals. Like, and I got so much positive feedback by basically setting such a huge truth bomb to people. So if that's the way you have to like get out to people, then do it. But so, you know, you could post a before and after picture, use your step, if you're doing 80-day obsession, like get your bands out, take a picture, or it could be as simple as, you know, a before and after picture. And you don't have to write a lengthy post. You can simply put, you know, what did I post one time? I think I did like a Taylor Swift like thing. It's like, what did she say? Something about Taylor Swift's like saying, I can't remember it right now, but like I posted like a Taylor Swift saying and was like, want to join my challenge group or something like that. Think of like something trendy and like make it short, make it sweet. But if you also want to post something long, try and make sure that you indent it, because don't make it so long because people won't want to read it. But if you indent it, it's easier for people to read. I literally like, it's one of my biggest pet peeves. I'm like, why didn't you indent this? I don't even want to read it now because I'm a paragraph person. And so just make sure you're indenting. If you don't know how to do that, Google it, YouTube it, how to indent or make spaces on Instagram. So yeah. So, and you can go on mine or Emma's and look at and get ideas and stuff like that of how to, you know, post a call to action and invite people to your challenge group, or post in the team page, post in the community creators and ask people what they do or if they have anything. Be resourceful, okay? So team challenge groups. If you're in the Rise Up one or if you're in MS Self-Love, these are your expectations as a coach, okay?
Okay.
What?
Before you go on really quick, share about curiosity marketing really quick.
I will. It's on the bottom. Well, I'll go over it now, but we have it's called curiosity marketing. So what that means is like, okay, here, like I have my 2B Mindset water bottle, right? Now actually, I'm sorry. I don't know what that was. That literally sounded something from Bird Box. I just freaked out for a second. Oh my God, I'm freaking out. So 2B Mindset water bottle. There you have your Shakeology, you have your, you know, your Shakeology, you know, shaker cup, you have your Shakeology bag, you have your, you know, all the stuff that's branded with Beachbody and Shakeology or whatever. Don't post that, okay? Don't post your Beachbody box like, oh, look what just came in the mail. Like, don't do that. Don't, you know, like for me, like sometimes, you know, I will post like if you're doing a giveaway, okay, fine, that's different. But like you want people to act like you're not selling you are selling the products. I have to make sure I word this right. You're selling the products, yes, but you're selling yourself. Okay. If that makes sense. Like you're branding yourself. You don't want people to just be like, oh, like, okay, you're drinking Shakeology. How much is it? No. You want them to join your challenge groups. You want them to join your team because of you, not because of the products. The products are just like you know, the ad on there, a huge part of it, but like the reason that people want to join me and the reason that people trust me to be their coach is because I'm honest, I'm authentic as fuck on social media, I'm transparent, and you know, I tell them how it is, and I share how these workouts have made me feel. I share how the nutrition and Shakeology has made me feel, and this is why they want to join me. They have no idea what Energize or my Princess Juice is actually called. They don't know that Princess Juice is actually called Energize. You know what I'm saying? So that's curiosity marketing, okay? Because then they'll be like, what's this Princess Juice you're drinking? And then I say, this is my plant-based pre-workout, blah, blah, blah. And then when they get it in their email, when I send them the link, then they'll see that it's Energize. Do you understand what I'm saying? So curiosity marketing, that's how we get people to get curious about what are the products that we're putting into our body and what are the workouts that we're doing. So yes, and I'm going to go over that in a second. But team challenge group, expectations. Veteran coaches are running the challenge groups right now. Okay, so me, Emma, you know, the other girls in the community creators group, another one of my top coaches on Rise Up Dynasty, Emma has a few as well. And these girls will show you the ropes. We handle the big stuff. You will be expected to get your feet wet and add motivational posts and daily check-ins. We need your enthusiasm and participation. So if you are wanting to, in the future, on your vision board or on your goals in like, you know, a month or 3 months or whatever it is to run your own challenge group, I will tell you no until I have seen you post daily in the groups, your sweaty selfie, post motivational posts, or daily check-ins, okay? Because if you're not doing that for yourself in the current challenge group that you're doing now, how are you going to run your own challenge group? Okay, so that's what you need to do. Your requirements, you are expected to and encouraged to bring 3 challengers to the group, which is hitting Success Club also. So, you know, showing them this is the challenge group and, you know, just bring 3 challengers with you each month. Remember, you have to help them with the challenge pack, Shakeology HD, and then you will also hit Success Club, like I just said. You may bring more than 3 people, by the way. If you are like, oh, I have 5 people, great, like amazing. I'm never going to tell you stop at 3, okay? If you only got 1, still, that's still amazing, okay? Like, so don't think just, you know, if you don't hit 3 that you're a failure. No, if you got 1, I'm still going to be really freaking proud of you. Because there are months that I don't even have 3 either. So, you know, it's okay. Don't feel like a failure. This group is for you to use and to get your first few challengers and to get your business off the ground, okay? There was something I was going to say. I don't remember what it was, but whatever. I'll probably think of it. Your first invite.
This is me.
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay, so this great, and I
promise we're almost done. Sorry.
Yeah, I want to say, like, I didn't run a challenge group by myself when I first started at all. I put people in my uplines group and everything like that, and I still don't run them alone because it's not fun to run them alone. So for your first invite, 64 to 65 people who use this method helped at least 1 person. So just really trust the process and know that you can either invite your family or your friends. So if you want to invite family, you can shoot them a message and just be like, hey, I just started this fitness coaching thing. I'm super excited, but also kind of nervous because it's new. I'm just curious, would you be willing to be one of my guinea pigs? It's not free, but I think you would really love it. I know you wanted to work on losing those 20 pounds. If it doesn't work for you, you can get your money back within 30 days. And I promise I won't be mad, but I would just love your honest feedback. Or you can also offer them the 2-week free trial if you want to do that as well. We do have that option. Or you can ask your friend another way. Hey girl, okay, so I'm a little nervous to chat with you about this. I would maybe use their name or call them or maybe voice them on text if they're your friend. And just be like, you know what, I thought, why not ask? Again, share how it also has helped you, especially if they're your friend. You can be like, I started this a few months ago. It's been a game changer for me. And you just came to mind. And I would love to have you a part of my accountability group next month. I know you're busy and things like that with 2 kids and a full-time job, but that's why I think this would be perfect for you. The program has super short workouts and simple nutrition plan. Would you be interested in just checking it out? And with these two, use, again, resources. So you can send them videos. You can, like, about Beachbody On Demand, what it is. I phrase it as our Netflix for working out, and then people ask me questions, and then I send them the video, and then that's what tells them it's Beachbody On Demand. It's not that I'm hiding it from them, but I like using different terms, and I feel like people are a lot more familiar with what Netflix does and is, versus if you say Beachbody On Demand. A lot of times people will think it's on demand. Do you guys remember what on demand is? I don't know if it's still around, but people are like, oh, like, is it on my phone? Like, I get it with, like, my cable. I'm like, no. So I just started saying Netflix because I was tired of explaining that it wasn't on demand. And like I said, use the 2-week free trial. We have, we'll talk about this also, but we have free groups. This is a way that you can run it as well. We have our very first, what are we calling it? Coach boot camp, like, sneak peek. Sorry, what?
Oh, sorry. We're calling it, mother.
Again, this is a new thing. Again.
Yeah, bear with me, guys. Hold on. I have it right here. Boot camp sneak peek.
So boot camp sneak peek. So this is a way for them to join the group for 2 weeks with a 2-week free trial. They can see what our boot camp's all about, get familiar with it, try out the workouts, see other people posting about things in there, and then they can make the decision for themselves. So once they're in that sneak peek, then they're eligible, if they get started with the bundle pack, to be a part of our challenge group or the bigger group. So that's a really...
The 21st of January, just so you guys know.
The 21st?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Okay. With all of that, Emma, whoever your coach is, can show you how to do it. It's really easy to find the link, and I actually have an email that you could send to people. Emma does too. So just, like, whoever your coach is, like, we'll forward you the email to send to people. Just tweak it to sound like you, and make sure that you're adding your links and stuff like that. So, but yeah, that's the first one.
Yeah, and I will say also with the with the 2-week free trial, you do have to send them the link, and it'll send them for the club membership. So it's like the 3-month period. That's what gets them the 14 days. So there's not like a specific link for the free trial. You actually send them the Beachbody On Demand, and we can show you how to do that. Or text your coach that you have someone interested in the free trial. This is how I learned. I just had someone, like, new ask me a question, and I would ask my coach because I wasn't, or not always, but I wasn't familiar. And so don't ever feel like you're being annoying or overbearing, because you're not always going to have to ask us questions. Gabby doesn't always ask me questions anymore. The very first few months of being a coach, she was, and that's great. I feel like for me, when my coaches aren't asking me questions, I don't feel like they're doing anything. And that's just being honest, because I was someone that asked a ton of questions. So maybe that's just me personally, but I don't know. Okay, so then the 5-step invitation process. This is you.
Oh, okay. So the number one is begin by asking about their goals. You guys, if you're inviting someone, or if they ask you, like, hey, what are you doing on your Instagram or wherever on your Facebook, don't, like, word vomit all over them. Okay. Just first and foremost, just start by saying, hey, hey, Jessica, thank you so much for your interest. I'd love to give you more information, but do you mind me asking what some of your goals are? Because I just want to get to know you. I want to make sure that this is the right fit for you and whatever, because that's genuine. Like, someone who is, super intense into, like, all these cardio things and stuff that we do, of course there's weights, and of course there, whatever, but, like, you need to know their goals first, because, if they're trying to, whatever, like, you just need to know their goals. Like, you cannot help someone if you do not know what their goals are. Okay. Because there's different programs. So, like, if they hate cardio, probably don't invite them to Transform 20, because it's purely cardio. If they love to lift weights and they love to, use bands and, sliders and stuff like that, 8-a-day obsession. If they love to do both, maybe lift 4. You know, so you need to know their goals, and that's also a reason why you need to do a lot of the programs, because how are you going to know how to help someone if you haven't really, you know, I have honestly done 21 Day Fix, 21 Day Fix Extreme, 80-day obsession, lift 4, P90X, not P90X, what am I saying? I've done pretty much all of Shaun T's. So like, you need to like get familiar with them. And I know you're just starting, so like, don't feel overwhelmed, but like kind of maybe do a little one here and there and see how you feel. So ask their goals. Be enthusiastic and genuine. Be super transparent. Don't be nervous. You should already be getting them psyched about the challenge group and reaching their goals. Always end each message with a question, so it's not kind of like that awkward, like, okay, like, what do I say now? Even if it was like, how was your day? Like, get the conversation rolling, okay? Try and always end your conversation with a question on your end, okay? Relate the program back to their goals and how it will solve their problem, or like their, you know, whatever goals there are. Don't be scared to tell them the cost ever. This is a great deal. It is still a business, okay? The one person, it's so funny, the one person that honestly like made me realize that this is a business and like this isn't for free is one of Emma's coaches, Ruthie, because she talks about this all the time, but she's like, this is a business. Stop selling yourself short and being afraid to tell people the cost. Of course, don't say it up front, because, you know, you want to make sure you're understanding them and their goals and stuff like that. But also you need to explain to them exactly what they're getting for the cost, okay? Yes, Shakeology is expensive, but how does it make you feel? Okay? You have to be talking and pinpointing these different things with them. I also always mention the discount for people, because I always say, like, I always mention the 30-day money back guarantee. I always mention that they can cancel it at any time. I'm always upfront with them about everything, okay? Because they want you to, they want to know that you're not just in it for the money, and that you're in it to really help them, okay? Because it is a great deal, especially for Beachbody On Demand for an entire year, for every single program, compared to a gym that I paid like $75 a month, okay? So like, it's a great deal. And they only have to work out for 20 to 30 minutes, okay? So combat the money objections before they are brought up. If you are looking for how to like get people's objections and, you know, conquer them, YouTube it. And always follow up, okay? Because so many times I have followed up with people after like the 5th time, and they're like, okay, yes, I want to join. Ask Emma. She asked me like 5 million times, and I said no 5 million times until like the right time, when I was like desperate and depressed, and I was like, sign me up, okay? So follow up, and always show up, because I'm telling you right now, if Emma, you know, always, you know, didn't follow up with me, or like completely went off the grid and like whatever, I would be like, oh, well, that's why I didn't join you, because I had to, you had to earn my trust, you know? So because Emma was so authentic and so real and so honest and so, you know, transparent on social media, she gained the trust that I needed from her to be like, yes, you can be my coach, okay? So that's what you have to build on Instagram and social media, and follow up. What not to do is tell them the price right up front. They will shut down right after that and just be like, okay, no, because you're telling them the price and you're not telling them what comes with it, what they get. Okay, they get the community, the support, everything. Cut the conversation short. Don't do that. Get to know them, dig deep into their goals. Do not send links right away or post links publicly. Wait for permission to do so. So I always say, after like we've had the conversation going, we've connected, we've followed up a little, you know, I always say, would you like me to send you a link, or would you like me to send you an email? Okay, I always ask permission, because people hate spam, people hate links. I'm one of those people. Like it's funny, because there's other companies, like other MLMs, that'll be like, just send me a link, and I'm like, I didn't ask for this. you know? So like, don't be that person. Like, think about it in your shoes, okay? And you guys know me, I'm a truth bomb. I will tell people, I'll be like, hey, I'm a part of Beachbody and I'm a coach and I'm just trying to help a sister out, but like, you should not do this if you want a business. So like, I help people that like aren't even with Beachbody. Be like, girl, this is wrong. Like, don't do this. So don't send links right away, and do not make the entire conversation about yourself. Yes, be like, this is what helped me, but I want to talk about you, because people love talking about themselves. You just have to dig deep. Okay. Social media, what to do. So this is where I was talking about, curiosity marketing. You write this down. You need to find 5 things that make you that are not health and fitness. Okay. That are not health and fitness. So this is what's going to build your social media, build your brand as a coach, and build your business and get people to trust you and get people to know you and get people to see who you really are, your authentic self. You know, people know I'm crazy. People know that I'm like a little bit of hood, but I still love Jesus. So, you know, this is me. Okay. And I'm not afraid to show it. I'm a dog mom. My life changed. I'm huge on life changes and struggle and heartache right now because I'm going through a divorce. I'm Disney obsessed. I'm from South Florida. Hello. And I'm a coffee addict. And so you guys can see all of this. Like, I always post my coffee sometimes. I have my pups right here. I still post my workouts. I like to post my food. And, you know, I still post like, you know, here's my coffee again. And so this is like what to do. Like, I'm not just posting Beachbody, okay? And, you know, posting before and afters and stuff like that. You can totally do that, but also post 5 things that are just, you know, not fitness as well, so people can get to know you. This is Emma's, of course. You know, she is with Andrew and she's a mom of 2 with a 3rd on the way. And I love that she always posts like her kids. Like, I'm sorry, this is one of my favorite pictures because she earned this medal and like Bentley wanted to wear it and it was just like the cutest thing ever. I just could not. And you know, this is the hat, you know, so we earn these things like the medal and the hat, and she's posting these things because her children are a huge part of her business. This is her why. Her why is so that she could have this life for her kids, and she's incorporating that onto her social media. And she posts her shake. So this is another thing. She didn't show Shakeology, right? She didn't show the Shakeology, like, here's my shake. She posted this way so you could see her superfoods without it saying Shakeology. And again, like, this was her at the park with her pre-workout. Another shirt, like, literally her before and after. And then this is her on a team call, and like, real life has her boxes up on a team call, like real life, you guys. So this is why I joined her, for this. Okay. And I didn't join her because, you know, she was posting a bunch of stuff. I could easily join anyone that's posting like all workouts. And that is why I chose her. And she does not let society define her. She's go life. She's into like comfy fashion, and her hair is beautiful. I love her hair. But yeah, and so what not to do is post stuff like this on your social media. Okay, like, don't do this. Okay, like, I'm sorry if I see you do this, I will text you and tell you to take it down. Like, but I'm doing it for your own sake. Like, not, you know, it's like tough love, but like, I want you guys to succeed. And like, I know you don't like know exactly what to do. Neither did I. I did this with Herbalife and I got nowhere. Okay. Because I was poorly mentored. And yeah, so no. So don't post your BB links and tell them to go shop. Be like, here's my link, go shop, do you. No, don't do that. Don't post stock photos all over your social media. Don't post only Beachbody. Follow the 80-20 rule. So like 80% like you, and then 20% Beachbody. And don't post just once a week about Beachbody. That's not enough. Like, you need to be on your Instagram stories a lot. Okay. Like, get out there, get people to know you. Maybe make a post today or like this weekend and be like a picture of you, really cute, whatever you want to do with your kids or whatever. And be like, 5 things about me, and so that people can get to know you on your social media and be like, I started this new journey, and you know, I'm kind of scared. I don't know where it's gonna go, but I'm super excited for 2019 because I am so ready to build a life for myself and for my family. And this is me. Get to know me, whatever. So yeah. And yeah.
You can also share that you're on this call, or you can post like, I was on a new call this morning with some of the girls in the new community I just joined. See, I didn't mention Beachbody, but I mentioned that I was starting something new and I was doing something with a community that I just joined, because people are going to ask, what's the community you just joined? Because for me personally, I was 22 when I started, and I didn't have a great community around me. I had a kid at a really young age, and a lot of my friends were not doing mom things. So this was a great way for me to meet new people and positive people. And I also want to say, I don't think we've put in here, but Instagram stories are life. If you're going to share a post, there's a feature that people can tap on your posts in your Instagram stories. A lot of times people go to Instagram stories before they scroll the feed. And so that will help them not miss your posts. So make sure you're utilizing Instagram stories, because that really does build trust with people. Be funny, just be yourself on there. Don't like, shoot, I go on with freaking zit cream on my face. I mean, I go to the bus stop with zit cream on my face, but like, just who cares? People connect with that, because then they're like, oh my gosh, you're real. Like, yeah, duh. You're real human.
And if you don't feel like posting, you know, like I had a really rough like few months. Okay. So like I still like posted, but I like posted like, hey guys, like bear with me. Like I'm going through a lot right now. And like, this is why you're not seeing me on there. Like I'm still here. I'm just going through a lot. So like, this is how you're going to get people to like relate to you. Okay. So like, I'm still here, but like, you have to be honest with them. And I know it's hard. And I just want to say this from personal experience is like, if you feel like it's too much, take a step back and really evaluate where you're putting your time, and, you know, set hours of when you're going to post and, you know, stuff like this, because you don't want your family to resent you. Okay. And you don't want to resent your family for them not understanding why you're doing this. This was a huge thing for me and my husband. Okay. And so I just want you to know that, like, be open with them, explain everything to them, explain what you're doing, never leave anything out. When you have a team call, when you have, you know, you want to, you know, sit down and work on your computer, let them know beforehand, your family, your friends, everyone, because this is a business. And if you're passionate about it, you have to show them how passionate you are. You can't just hide it and be like, oh, I'm in my room on my computer. Oh, I'm sorry. Oh, I forgot to tell you. Like, no, tell them beforehand. Okay. Take it from personal experience. So yeah.
Yes.
Anyway, is it me?
No, yes. Yeah. Okay. No, it's me. Yeah. Well, it was me with the social media, but I didn't stop you because you're great. See, go with the flow. So this is a coach link generator. There's a few ways to help people get started, like we said, with links and things like that. So this is a way that you can just either Google coach link generator, and then the link will pop up. You put in your coach ID, and then when you scroll down, every single link will be updated to your coach ID when you hit submit right there. This is a way that you can, so this is how I send people like just energized, because if you use share a cart, which is another way to help people get started, that actually will send them an email. This is a share cart. So that will send them an email with everything you have hooked up to them. So like bundle pack they want, down to the flavor of Shakeology, or if like they want the bundle pack with Energize and Recover. So you can really customize the bundle pack on here, but the other one is for like specific links. You can even send them links with the challenge pack on there as well, but there's just different options to do it. Personally, I like doing this way, the share cart, and then at the very end, when you've submitted their order, it'll say copy shareable link. I've found for some reason with Gmail, sometimes the email doesn't get sent. It doesn't even go to their spam. I don't know where it ends up. So I always send them the email. And then once I'm done, I say, hey, I just want you to know I've sent you the email that is going to get you all hooked up with everything. If for some reason you're not seeing it, here's a link that will direct you to the exact same place. And so that way they're familiar and they are like, oh, okay. And that way they're not waiting for you. If for some reason they don't get the email, they can just go right to that link and get started. And I always tell people to just message me when they have completed it, because it does take a little bit longer on our end to see when they've gotten started. So that way it should show up within 24 hours. But I just want to make sure that I'm able to add them to the group and everything like that right away. And yeah, I'll just keep going. Okay, so let's talk about your goals. So I want you guys to think about these. You don't have to determine them right now, but I hope this call has helped you kind of think more about what you want your goals to be for this. So is it maybe just making enough money to buy a pack of diapers? Or is it to hold yourself accountable for your goals, pay for your Shakeology monthly, or just get your Energize and Recover? Is it to earn $400 to $500 a month to be able to contribute to your family's financial needs, or earn 6 to 7 figure income a year and make this a full-time thing? So all of those things are possible and they will happen. It just is up to you and your hard work and the time that you put into your business. No one's going to do this for you. We can provide all the training for you. We can provide all the resources for you, and we have, but it's still not going to work if you're not going to put in the work and do the things. Because like Abby said earlier, taking action and doing the things that we're talking about is going to just make so much more sense. And it's going to help you really show you what you're possible of. It's going to build confidence. It's going to build that comfort. You're going to get more comfortable talking to people. I was not comfortable talking to people. That was my first thing. I didn't want to be a salesperson. Come on, we're all salespeople. I talk about all the stuff I get on Amazon and everything every day. Like, let's be honest, we're selling for Amazon. And like Audible and the books and everything. So just know that so many people have businesses. This is not, I think for me back 5 years ago, this wasn't the norm, but I know a lot of people now are understanding how amazing this opportunity is and what it can do for your family. So I would love for you to think about your goals today. And once you have them written down, post them in the New Coach Academy or in the team page or wherever, and just share kind of what your long-term goals are. I mean, we're also going to be having a vision board hangout and doing that as well. So you're able to create a vision board and kind of, if you've never created a vision board before, that's okay. You don't have to know how. We'll kind of show you how, but it's important to have to be able to look back on. So you can scroll down. Here's some ways that you can set your goals. So I'm going to earn, or you can switch the way you say it, and you can say I'm going to help this amount of people this month in January, if that's how you want to look at it. I'm going to help or earn this amount in February, and so forth. I'm going to invite how many people to your challenge group, because remember, just because you invite them doesn't mean they're going to say yes right away. Actually, a lot of the times they're not going to say yes right away. Again, think back to your journey. Did you say yes right away? Were you ready to commit right away? And then also you're going to post how many times a week. I personally will write out, I use something called the daily deposit. And I write out in my day, okay, what am I going to be posting about my Instagram stories today? I think about these things so that I'm planning ahead to know what I'm doing. So you can plan it out for the week. Like on a Sunday night, you could have different themes for the week. So if you want to do that, like Monday is going to be Motivation Monday. Tuesday could be Taco Tuesday, and you make a healthy taco recipe or whatever. Wednesday could be Woman Crush Wednesday, and you could shout out someone else in the community and just talk about their journey. So think about maybe even having themes for days so that it can help you create different ideas for what you're posting. And then again, setting an Emerald goal date. Don't get discouraged if you don't hit it, but you're going to be closer than you were when you first made the goal. So that's okay. That is progress, right? And that's what we want, is progress over perfection. We're here to just get better every single day. We're not here to to, you can be hard on yourself, but don't beat yourself up and make you quit or stop or whatever. And then your diamond goal date. So again, it's going to look different for everyone, but just kind of have those in mind, and then share them with your upline or share them with all of us, because when you put it out there and when you really share with more people, that's when those things really happen and they really start to come to life, because you're holding yourself way more accountable. And that's why I love being a coach, because I will say, when I was going through my divorce and being pregnant with Ashton, if I wasn't a coach, there's no way in heck I'd be showing up on Instagram. There's no way I would have been waking up still working out. But I had people who were watching me, and I had 3 years of personal development in my brain, and I knew that it was what was going to be best for me in my mental state. So again, also being a coach really holds you accountable. Like Abby said, I've never wanted to be someone who's like, oh, my coach doesn't do anything, or my coach isn't doing anything anymore. I'm not going to let people down. And if, they decide they don't want to, that's on them. But I'm not going to let that stop me from helping people, because it's my calling, and I know it is. So
I'll go to this one. Okay. So what now is, I'm actually going to skip this one. I'm just going to do the recap. So the recap: show up for yourself and then others. The 4 vital behaviors: share and use social media as your own accountability and plant seeds. Be present on the team and challenge groups. Set goals and visions, aka your why. Be resourceful. Use Google, YouTube, and the FAQ. Training, the academy, the coach office. In the coach office, like if you go in your coach office, there's tons of training videos. Like go in there and have a party. Go to the events, and have fun. Be your most authentic self. Ignore people's opinions and get uncomfortable. People's opinions will not pay your bills. Okay. This was like, I literally, if you have not read Rachel Hollis's book or like her podcast, like go listen to her. She's amazing. And just be okay with evolving and growing and rejection and failure. I always say fail forward, because you will. You're going to fail, but you're going to get back up, and you're going to know exactly why you failed and how you can make it better. Okay. So don't be afraid to, and is BS if you are not being authentic. Okay. So be authentic, be yourself, be transparent, and just be you. Okay. And I love this. I saw this last night, but every single day is full of opportunities to show up for others. Okay. So show up for yourself, and then also show up for others. I use social media and Instagram. I use Instagram as my own accountability. I have this obligation to post my workouts every single day, and that is my own accountability, like group. Okay. I post on there to know, like, yes, Gabby, I got it done. I worked out. I put it out there so that at least one person sees it and they're like motivated to go work on themselves. My day is made. Okay. So post it for yourself. Even if you're helping one person, you did your job. Okay. And just know that this is hard work. It's still a business. It's not easy. It's worth it. And you have to be patient. Okay. You're going to see other coaches that are like leaving their jobs at 6 months. Okay. Like they probably worked harder than me. They probably worked harder than you. Am I waking up at 3 a.m. every morning and inviting people? No, I'm not. Am I staying? Yes, but then I'm sleeping in. So, you have to be realistic. Like, are you doing the work that they did? And don't ever compare yourself to anyone, because if you compare yourself to another coach or to anyone, you're not going to make it. Okay. So just stay on your own track, and you'll be okay. So
yeah, and you want to be different, like get inspiration from other coaches and ideas, but like we were talking about, you're going to attract the certain people to you because of your story, because of who you are. And I wanted to just mention this Zoom. So this ID we use this every single morning. You can hop on, work out, or get some work done before you go to work. We start it every single morning. People are actually on before I even get on because of like East Coast time. I'm in Pacific Northwest, so I kind of feel like when I wake up, people have already like really started their days, and I'm like, oh shoot. But I'm 3 hours behind, and that's okay. So again, work out or use it to do a power hour before you go to work. Another thing is in your new coach welcome email, you should have gotten a personality test link and certain links. So make sure you do that because that really helps your coach figure out, you know, how you're motivated, how you work. We're all different and we all work in different ways. So just know that that will really help. And then another thing, set up Linktree. In the New Coach Academy training, I created a resource that is how to set up Linktree and also how to create a Google Doc. I know I was talking to Heather about this the other day. She's like, I don't even know how to make a Google Doc form or whatever. So we will help with that. I mean, I didn't know either at first. And so having the Linktree is so nice because then you don't just have one link in your bio. You can put the Linktree and then you can add different links to that, and that helps. But yeah, oh my gosh. This is so great. We should take a picture really quick before anyone hops off because I know that it would.
Stop the recording.
Oh, yes. Okay, I'm stopping the recording. Thanks for being on live and watching the recording. If you are, feel free to share this with anyone. We hope this is helpful. Okay, hold on. I'm not going to end the meeting.